Hi all, hope you are doing good. Welcome to the second episode of Weekly Analysis, which is Market 360 Degrees, where we analyze Indian markets, US markets, Bitcoins, USD, INR, gold, silver, everything. And luckily, this month is like we had a weekly close, also, we had a monthly close. So, we will look at both monthly and weekly time frames in this video. So let's start with Nifty right now. What is happening on the Nifty? So if I show you the weekly chart of a Nifty, in our first episode we discussed about it that okay, Nifty is at a major support zone, which is RSI 40 on the weekly. And in last 12 14 years we never broke RSI 40 except the COVID low, and in COVID we broke it decisively, but other time we were just spent some time near 40, uh, and then we had a bounce back, and same exactly happened this time as well. We bounced from RSI 40 and we show around 450 to 500 points movement on the weekly charts on the Nifty. So that's interesting. So what's next? Next is the main resistance that Nifty had is 17,573 to 17,600. If this is broken, we will we will go into the territory of 20 MA on the weekly charts. But definitely it's a good momentum this week, and we might see kind of a pause momentum in the next week, which is like a shooting spinning top kind of a candle next week. So that's the view on the weekly chart. On the monthly chart we have made a exactly good spinning top. Okay, if you see, the close is exactly at 20 MA, and we have a good spinning top, with no body candle. So for the next whole month of April, we might make an inside candle, kind of a pause in here. The bigger momentum, either upside or downside, only will happen when the either high or low of this candle is crossed. Until that time we will see some sideways movement in the market. Okay, so please keep this in mind. So this is the level at upper side, which is 17,008, let's say 17,900, and the lower level is around 16,900. So this 1,000 point, would act as a kind of a consolidation time for the Nifty for some time. But positively, Nifty still tried to close about 20 mm. That is a still a good sign for the markets. And Nifty is hovering around 60 right now. So it is just 56, so not broken 60 decisively. So it's trying to hold 60, and we are trying to hold 20 MA. So this is a good combination to look for on the Nifty. So firstly we will see what happens next week, and then we can see then thereafter. But if you see monthly, right now it's a kind of a spinning top, and the major momentum will happen if either day monthly high is crossed or monthly low is crossed. Okay, now let's see, let's come on the Bank Nifty side. Bank Nifty also shown a very good momentum, near to 40 we went to kind of a up. Now the next resistance would be around 40,100, and then we will go into the territory of 20 MA on the weekly charts. On the monthly charts, if you see, we have exactly bounced from this line. If you see on this, we have exactly bounced from that, and we have made again a spinning top kind of a candle. From a RSI point of view, we are at a 60 itself, so we are not going below 60. So, when after a downtrend such a spinning top is formed, it normally stops the downtrend. So we might see for the month of April the sideways movement or a consolidation, and we will see the big movement only when the high of this candle is crossed or the low of this candle is crossed. So same like Nifty, the same analysis like Nifty. Okay, and if I just show you one more nugget, if you are if you know the fib retracement view. So looking at this candle, we are exactly we took a support at 78% of fib, which is also a good sign for the markets. So right now the interesting setup, and once this high is crossed, we might see good amount of momentum, but until this high is crossed, we might see some consolidation movements into the markets. Okay. And logically, if you see this this support worked exactly well for the bank nifty. Okay. Now let's look at US markets. So Dow, let's look at weekly how it is doing. So weekly, as I told you, after some downfall, when the spinning top is formed and when the high is crossed, we saw a good amount of rally. So when this 32,300 is crossed, we had a 1,000 points. If you see, it was around 31,000, high 32,300, and then now 33,300. So 1,000 points of rally when once we cross this high. So this is a powerful concept to have a uh, spinning top after the downtrend. Now we are having an uptrend right now. So we'll see how it goes. Monthly chart, Dow has formed a good hammer, definitely, but it exactly resists 20 MA. Okay, so this is an interesting setup to look for. We have uh, made a good hammer, but if you see, the resistance is exactly 20 MA, and now we were in Dow was in kind of a consolidation zone. So we need to see how it goes. We might come back to test 13 MA on the daily, on the monthly chart, and then we can see a bounce to the upper side. So that's a view as of now, but not sure. So for now, definitely Dow has created the hammer and looks kind of a positive for now. But if you see the Bollinger Band structure, it is showing that we might see some consolidation momentum might continue on the monthly chart. Weekly chart we just discussed, we are at a resistance. So right now we are at both the resistances. We have to close. So Dow has to close, let's say, this level, which is sorry. Let me hide it out. Yeah, Dow has to close above this level, which is 33,572, which is 33,600, to aim for next level, which is 34,300. Okay, so that's the view for Dow. Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks kind of a good. We are above 60 RSI right now, and we are breaking a super trend on the weekly chart. Only thing we need to look for is we have this bearish gap it here, which is around 33 to 50, and we might see some consolidation momentum. If there is no consolidation, then we might see good momentum. Okay, so always think in that way. Whenever, if the RSI is struggling to cross 60, we might see some consolidation or a sharp down move. But if it crosses 60 decisively, we always see a good momentum, in the price. So right now Nasdaq showing a good momentum exactly at a resistance, uh, and yeah, it is showing RSI also confirming that we might see some more upside. And now if you see, this shooting star, this pattern is failed on the Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is exactly at 20 MA resistance on monthly. This rally might continue if we decisively broke 20 MA, which is again 33. So what I'll right now look for is this level, which is 30 13,720. So here we can see some consolidation now at this level. From this level to 13,700, here we can see some consolidation. Price might spend some time, and then we see some momentum. Okay, and just to give you a concept of RSI 40, look how Nasdaq also last three times it took a support on the 40. So these are the nuggets, we need to look for, we need to work on, and we need to observe. So at the number of charts you will see, you will gain a confidence, into such a analysis. Again, S&P, look at it. We are kind of a similar pattern like Dow. We are kind of a good hammer at 20 MA, and yeah, RSI also holding 50. So RSI might take a leap towards 60 on the monthly charts. So this is one view, and on the weekly we are in a small consolidation zone. So it might try to break this super trend, and we might go to the RSI. 60. So right now, I think if I see the charts, if I just feel them, we see that there might be some upside momentum coming in next month or next 2 weeks. But that's the view. We will trade on the price, not on the view. Okay. uh, I show you Bitcoin. Let's see Bitcoin, what is happening. Bitcoin future, crypto futures, let's say. Sorry. Yeah, Bitcoin futures, look, after a good momentum, we are seeing two pause weeks, into this. So two spinning tops kind of a structures has been formed. So we need to really see if we get a bullish momentum or not. But right now RSI is confirming that we are above 60, so good, in a good position. And if you see monthly, it is trying to resist 50, it is not breaking 50 as such. So it is exactly at 50 now. So one step is moved, but we are right now at a resistance on the monthly chart on into the Bitcoin. So either two things, we might come down to test 13 MA and then we see a bounce back, or we can go till 20 MA as of now. So these two views that we need to work on. And then the daily prices, you can see, how it goes. So if the low is broken, we might see some downside, and if high is broken, definitely upside is open because RSI is still above 60. And if I just show you daily, daily is kind of a consolidation from last 2 weeks, which we also see on the weekly charts. Okay, so that's the Bitcoin for us. Let's see gold. So gold is also kind of a inside bar and kind of a pause candle after a big move. So we are definitely in a positive directory only. And if you see how beautifully, this level, which was earlier, let's say, acted as a resistance, market twice came and took a support here. So it's like kind of a sip right now, change in polarity, you can call it. So now this is kind of a bullish sign. So if it is crossed, we might see kind of a big green candle as well onto the gold. If I show you on the monthly charts what had happened, so we got a very good breakout on the monthly charts. Okay, so market is definitely, gold is definitely looking bullish. So I'll recommend not to sell gold, or no recommendation, sorry. But looking at this, right now selling gold would not be make a sense. But yeah, I think more upside only when we close about 61,000. So till that time we need to wait. If you see silver, interesting setup right now. Weekly above 60, it took, it is exactly at a resistance. If you see our last analysis, we already had these two resistances which we marked around, which is 74,000, and we are nearing to that level. So I think we are into the good bull market onto the nifty, onto the silver as of now. But if you see monthly, this time good candle, we can see a breakout from here. RSI is just above 60 right now, so we need to see if the RSI crosses or it takes some time. But if you see last time, RSI took some it took a pause at 60. So that's why I would be more bullish when this 60, we go out of this zone. Because if you spend some time near 60, we always see there is a downtrend coming in. So I can show you an example as well. Look, if this here RSI was, doing it time thing at 60, and then we had a downward movements into the silver. So RSI has to, either break very very confidently. Look at the here, it just broke, 60. Here again it came to 60 and got a resistance. And again the beauty of 40, you can see silver on the future charts never broke RSI 40. So at this moment when RSI 40 was there on silver, which is around low was of 52,000, now it is 72,000. So this is how beautifully you can analyze the markets. Who ask you to trade into the futures or something. You can go and buy into the shop silver, which was trading at around 52,000, and you can see the support was at around 50 or 40, and you can just hold it out, right, rather than trading every day onto the indices. This would have might have helped you to gain a huge gains into the silver. So knowledge is very important. Other things, you can definitely learn, but knowledge is very important. Okay, silver we just discussed. Let's look at USD INR on the currency market. What is happening? Forex, yeah. Yeah, USD INR, right now it is kind of a very, what you can say, it is consolidation at the same level. But if you see, the consolidation frequency is getting reduced, month by month. So this month very little momentum into the price, so this is kind of a creating kind of a triangular pattern where if I just see broadly, this is how it is showing. So definitely it will break either side. Okay, this table, this can't go like this for a long time. So this will definitely break. Let's see which area it will break for now. Weekly also, if you see, it is having a kind of a consolidation momentum only, and now the Bollinger Bands are showing more tightness into the price. So more time kind of a consolidation. But interesting thing I just want to highlight is, if you see, first time it went to 20 MA, then it went up, then again came to 20 MA, it broke, then again went up, then it broke 20 MA, then it again went up, and now it is trying to take a 20 MA support. So that's the interesting part now, and we need to see, and the volatility is also now decreasing. It is more into a very less, kind of a, what you can say, the price is getting squeezed in, and when if you squeeze a rubber, it will go in one direction very fast. And I think same thing might happen in the USD INR. So keep an eye on USD INR in coming days. Okay, and lastly we will look at crude. Crude now seems to be bounced back, and again, again RSI 40 has worked, which was our last week view, and we are at a 20 MA support. So this is how perfectly, you can work into the systems. You can, rather than trading daily, you can make a view and trade. The point is, most of the people try to work, try to, just play with the options, which is intraday movements that fast. So you don't need to worry much. You have to make some view and work on it. Look how monthly exactly 50 support on RSI and a hammer on the super trend. So right now, crude is trying to show that, okay, it is not bearish. It might go under consolidation, or it might, see some upside movement, at least till 7,200. Okay, so that's the crude for you right now. So I think we are kind of enough long. Sorry for that, because we were analyzing many things. But yeah, that's the market for you. That's the market 360 for you. Just last one thing is that, okay, kind of a disclaimer that, okay, you should not uh, trade on the view that is shared. Whatever shared is only for the educational purpose, and you need to, get the things. We are not responsible for any loss or anything that you are doing. It is just for a educational purpose. Let me show the disclaimer to you. Where it is, I'm not able to find. Sorry, this. Yeah, so the view shared is only for educational purpose. Please do not take any trade or investment decision based on the view shared. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade or investment decision. We are not responsible for any loss due to content in the video. Okay, so be passionate about it. Be passionate. Learn about the markets. Um, Interesting to see. Okay, have a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy your time. As I always say, be passionate. Thanks. Thanks. Bye bye.